So I had some sterling handled cutlery to get the sterling off of. So I've got knife and fork and spoon. Fork I've already done actually. You can see the sterling here. Just need a couple simple tools, nothing fancy. Simple hammer, and I wear gloves, these kind of rubber ones, because the sterling does break apart and get sharp, and have a screwdriver handy. Pretty simple stuff. All you need to do is hit it on the edge, on the wider edge, and that breaks up the resin or whatever's in the piece. And I'd use you could do it on concrete, or in this case I've got an old weight that's a tie down for a horse actually, but doesn't have any real antique value, so just using it as a pounding surface. But anyway, with this thin sterling, there's about $10–12 worth of sterling in this handle. The set would be hard to sell even for $35–40, so it's quicker just to get the sterling out of it, and not really of a lot of value. So as you can see, it's already breaking apart here. A lot of this thin stuff will do that, so we'll just snap it apart here. But so anyway, just keep tapping it, circling, not compressing it solid. You want to keep the piece hollow so it'll come off. And again, I would recommend wearing gloves. I'm not wearing, couldn't find my left or my right-handed glove. But that one's still stuck. So it's still got some some resin in it. You can see it'll come out there. Pliers or something probably is a good idea as well, although it usually comes out pretty easy. And as you can see, there's nothing left in there. If there is anything left, you just take it out with the well, I guess there is some in there actually, so just take your screwdriver and kind of scrape it out. Or if you've got an awl or something like that, because they'll dock you a bit of money if there's still resin left inside, or any substantial amount of resin. So there's none left in there. I'll clean it out a little better before I take it in. Now when you've got a piece that's wide like this at the top, you got to make sure you keep this kind of open. Basically work your way back. You could hit it really hard and then break apart the sterling and then peel it all off with pliers. I just find it's easier to do it this way and safer. Not risking cutting your fingers when you don't have gloves on. There, it's coming apart a bit. There we go. That just broke. Okay, and this is where you should be wearing gloves here, but there's a bunch of the resins all powdered from pounding it with a hammer. There we go. So there's another piece there. Pliers would help in this particular case, but so don't slam my fingers. So there it is. That was pretty easy. Just clean it out a little bit better. Peel it apart if you want. Again, gloves are recommended. Could slice up my fingers pretty good if I'm not careful. Don't do as I do, do as I say, I guess, as they say. Let's see. I think it's clear. All right, it's all empty. So that's $10 worth of sterling right there. So this whole set's going to be worth about $30. So yeah, that's it. This stuff was hallmarked rather than marked with sterling or 925. Probably Edwardian or maybe 1920s possibly. But anyway, not of a lot of value, but now we've got $30 worth of sterling out of them after I do this one. Alright, so I'm going to do a quick weigh of what I got from those 3 pieces. So yeah, we'll see what we've got. 3.8, 5.9. This is grams. And try to balance all this on there. Whoop. Okay, we've got 11.6 grams of sterling. So not sure where sterling's at now, but you can find out, and that's how much sterling we've got. I think it was 330 or something like that at one point. So about $33, $34 worth of sterling. So not bad for just 3 knives and a little bit of effort with the hammer and screwdriver. Yeah. So anyway, thanks for watching, folks. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and check out our other videos on antiquing, picking, thrifting, etc. Take care, folks.